Hello YouTubers, my name is Brennan, this is Super Nerd Hobbyist, and today we're going to make a face hugger from the Alien movies. So to start you guys off with, this is the face hugger with mount, and I got this for free on Maker World on the Bamboo Labs website. I think this is really greatly detailed. It looks a lot better than I thought it would. We got our top part of the face hugger, the bottom, one of the leg trays, the tail, second part of the tail. We're not doing the wall mount, so we don't have to worry about that. The other set of legs, and then I don't know why I have that right there, but yeah. And as you can see, each one of these pieces are cut in half, so like I'll have to glue these two pieces together, and all the leg pieces I'll have to glue together with these leg pieces, and all these tail pieces are also in half. So I'll have to take my time to look at each one of these pieces and find their correct part and put it together and see how it goes. So we're going to see how long it's going to take to print. So we're going to splice it. So the top part will take about 5 hours and 7 minutes. Then the bottom will be about 4 hours and 32 minutes. The leg tray will be about 3 hours and 20 minutes. The tail will be about an hour and 58. The other tail will be about 2 hours and 15 minutes. And lastly, the other leg tray would take about 2 hours and 55 minutes. So it'll be a total of 21 hours and 51 minutes. It'll actually be a little less than that because it's also counting this bracket, which I will not be printing. But yeah, so we're going to print this out and see how well it looks after. Okay, let's get to it. So this is what we got done printing. We got our top part, our bottom, all of the tips of our fingers, the middle, the base, and then tail pieces. Altogether, there's about, 8 fingers, and then one long tail. So We're going to combine all of this with just using regular Gorilla Glue. I just say make sure you use a little bit more than, I'd say make sure you use enough to make sure that it all sticks together, especially like larger pieces like this. It has a flat end, so you just gotta make sure that it's lined up just right, so it's not staggered or anything. So let's get all these pieces glued together and make it look like a real face hugger. All right, let's get to it. So this is what it looks like all put together, and with the tail. Unfortunately, I didn't show you how to put the tail together because I was still trying to figure out how to put each one of these individual pieces together since they looked similar. So I just glued them together just like I did the limbs, and then put them and linked them together just like everything else. So that's the top part, and these limbs and everything articulate. And then this is the back side. And I think this looks insane and realistic for a free STL file I found on that Bamboo website. I think this is really good, so I suggest looking for files like this if you really want to make something like this, because this is worth it and it's really highly detailed. I'm surprised how well it came out. So my next step is to paint it, but I'm gonna go a different route. Usually most people, if you get to this step, they would just paint what you see and then make it look real. I want to take it a step further and make it look like real skin and give more texture to it. So I'm gonna add some liquid latex. I got this at the Party City store near me. They have all the Halloween stuff out now, so I just picked me up a couple bottles of these, and I'm just gonna take a brush and brush layers of that liquid latex on the whole body and on the different segments until it has like a nice skin thickness. And then I'm going to airbrush or possibly just paint with a brush different colors to give it like that skin tone. So we're going to add this liquid latex on first and see how that looks. So and make sure when you're using liquid latex like this, it does give off a really strong aroma. I would suggest if you have to do it indoors, open a window, put a fan on, and get some ventilation out. But if you can, probably use this outside. I don't think it's very toxic. It's just really strong smelling. So yeah, just be careful, and of course read the instructions. So alright, let's make this look like a real face hugger. Let's go. So I started using a brush and I realized it just wasn't doing the job, so I changed over to a sponge brush and it gave it a nice weird texture, so I just kept doing that and it came out really well. And in between the joints and the knuckles of the face hugger, I used pieces of tissue paper and just went over it with some of the liquid latex so it would stick to the surface, but also give that skin look over the area, and it will stretch when it's moved up and down, so it'll look and feel like real skin. So this is what it looks like after it's done. I got done with all of the parts of the legs, and you can see I can still move it around. It actually looks kind of like real skin. Then I also did the tail all the way around. And we're going to be using Rust-Oleum's Satin Black. So this is what we got so far. This has been painted on both sides. I think this came out really well. As you see, certain parts of it like this show that tissue paper I used. I'm just gonna spray over layers of paint on it to cover it. And that's what we're getting ready to do next. We're just gonna add the layers of paint. And for the base paint, we're gonna do more of this yellow orch color. That's gonna be basically the base of the skin. And then I'm gonna dab some of this regular brown orch. It's kind of like a darker brown than this. For the little kind of like dab it in there to make it a little bit darker, give it more of a skin tone. And then for some of the deeper, darker parts of it, like in between the fingers and the wrinkles and everything else, I'm just probably going to water down some brown and then some black and just really splash it around in there and experiment with it. So that's all I'm doing is just airbrushing the base of the skin, that color, and then getting down into the little details. And then I'm probably going to take some red and pink for the inside of this to kind of make it look like the inside of that face hugger. So we'll get to that later. So let's get to it. So this is what it looks like after. I think it looks insane. Looks just like the ones in the movies. I kind of went with more of a sunburned kind of look. I used a dark, that little darker brown on top of the lighter brown and kind of gave it that reddish look. which I think it actually kind of brought it out a little bit more. And then I use a little bit of black in between the little pieces, like where the limbs are, and these little designs, and all the way down the tail. They kind of make those features pop out, and I think it came out really well. So let me know if you guys think this looks good, or if what could have done a better job, or whatever. I always appreciate the feedback. Alright, there you go. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys loved the face hugger. I loved how it turned out. It actually turned out a little bit better than I thought. And my plan for using the tissue paper with liquid latex actually worked a lot better than I thought it would. I thought it would actually tear, so I'm glad everything worked out. And if you guys want to see more content like this, please comment down below, and please subscribe to see more videos like this. And if you have, thank you for your support. And like I've said in my previous videos, I'm trying to put these out there as fast as I can. So for right now, it'll probably be about 2 videos a week. So please stay with me, and check out my other YouTube, which is Super Nerd Gamer. I'll put a link down in the description below so you guys can check that out. And I'll see you guys next time on the next project. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.